Marcus Rashford has absolutely turned things around at Man United. He is back to his best, scoring goals and setting up his teammates. So let's have a look at how Rashford has turned his career around at Man United. The first reason as to why Marcus Rashford has turned around his career at Man United has been the arrival of Erik ten Hag as United manager. We discussed on a previous video how Erik ten Hag has changed Man United, and that is no different from Marcus Rashford. The setting of standards, the improvement of players, the working in of a proper tactical system has really helped United this season go from a team with their worst ever Premier League points tally to potentially being talked about as being in a title race. We are now in a League Cup final, we are deep in the Europa League, and we are going very well in the FA Cup. Erik ten Hag's transformation of Manchester United has been nothing short of fantastic this season, and indeed his transformation of Marcus Rashford from a player last year who only scored 5 goals throughout the entire campaign into United's main goal scoring threat, a player with almost 20 goals already this season, and we're only in February, has been nothing short of miraculous, and Erik ten Hag deserves a lot of credit for his work with Marcus Rashford and how he is getting the best out of Marcus Rashford once again. The coaching Rashford is getting from Erik ten Hag and also from Benny McCarthy has been nothing short of fantastic for Rashford's career. Benny McCarthy came in, of course, as a striking coach in the summer, and he has worked on a one-to-one basis with Marcus Rashford all season, and he has helped turn him into the goal scoring machine that we now see. Rashford has had a real evolution in his game this season. We always knew Rashford could cut in on his right foot, have a shot at goal, maybe find the far corner or find a bit of space in behind, but this year we're seeing something different from Rashford. We have seen him played across the front line. He's played left wing, right wing and striker. We're seeing Rashford scoring headed goals and finding poachers finishes in the 6-yard box, something that is so hard to teach for footballers, and it's very hard for players to adapt to that. Rashford is becoming more aware of his surroundings in the box, and he is finding more poachers goals, and that is absolutely fantastic for Marcus Rashford and for United. We've seen in the winning goal against Crystal Palace the importance of finding that space in the 6-yard box. Rashford scored an easy tap in. Those goals look very easy to score, but you have to be in the right position. It is why Erling Haaland is the top goal scorer in the Premier League this season. His ability to find those tap-in goals has really helped him propel himself to new levels this year at Man City, and Rashford is doing the same at Man United. We've seen in the Manchester derby, of course, Rashford scored the winning goal inside the 6-yard box from a cutback. Those goals are so important because it shows high level coaching and it shows the system is working, and Marcus Rashford is a real benefactor of Erik ten Hag's system and Benny McCarthy's one-on-one coaching. I've been very impressed with Rashford's evolution over the season, and long may it continue. The third reason as to why Rashford has turned things around at United this season is seen in his confidence and his mental capacity. His mental sharpness has increased. He looks confident on the pitch, and we see that reflected in his stats just to the side of me here. 29 matches this season, 19 goals and 8 assists. In his most recent match, Rashford with a goal that won the match, and he set up the penalty for United's first goal. Rashford's overall contribution to the team has been massive this season, and his confidence is something that is so important, and we see that in his underlying numbers. We're seeing 2.6 shots per match, so that is absolutely fantastic. That shows to me a player who is not afraid to shoot, a player with much more confidence. Something we've seen at the start of this season and all of last year was Rashford's lack of mental sharpness. In the first match of the season, he had a great opportunity against Brighton when he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Rashford took an extra touch. That highlighted a lack of confidence in my opinion, but that is out of his game now. That mental sharpness is back. He is finding the back of the net on a very consistent basis, and his form after the World Cup has been well and truly world class. He has been the best player in terms of goals and assists in European football after the World Cup had ended, and Rashford's overall mental sharpness, his confidence and his belief in himself is something so important. I think we see this reflected in the celebration he has adopted, the pointing to his head representing the sharpness, the focus that he feels in his game, and I think there's even more to come from Rashford. He is getting the goals, he is getting the assists, but he can contribute much more to the team's overall play, and there are more levels to Marcus Rashford's United's game. Marcus Rashford could be on for a 30-goal season this year, and if he does hit that figure, what a turnaround it could be for a player who only put in 5 goals all of last season, who looked dejected, who looked disinterested, and looked like he might be finished at Man United. It has been an incredible turnaround this year for Marcus Rashford, and what work he has done, what great work Eric Tenhag has done, and what great coaching Benny McCarthy has given this man. The final reason as to why Rashford has been so good this season is the responsibility he has. As United's top goal scorer, he has 19 goals. The next top goal scorer is Bruno Fernandes with only 7. So Rashford really is the key man in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net, and that it's a responsibility that is hard for many players to deal with, but Rashford seems to be thriving under the pressure this year, and under that expectation he really has excelled. Without Marcus Rashford, I don't know where Man United would be. Our goals would be nowhere near as high, and we really would be struggling to put teams away. Rashford has scored many winning goals in this season against Man City, against Crystal Palace, against Wolves. His overall importance to United in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net cannot be understated, and this responsibility has got the best out of him this year. He looks determined, he looks focused, and he looks sharp every time he is on the pitch for Man United, and long may it continue, with a lot of games still to come. 17 in the league, FA Cup, Carabao Cup final, and Barcelona to come in the Europa League. Marcus Rashford and his responsibility, his importance to United has never been higher, and I am very excited to see where the rest of the season can take Marcus Rashford. So if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you are new and you want to join in with a brand new interactive community here on the United Philosophy. There will be daily videos for the entire month of February, and the next up will be the Leeds United preview ahead of Wednesday's big match. So don't forget to come back for that video. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.